how do you know that you are burning out actually?
So the signs and symptoms of burning out are, number one is irritability. If you see that
Okay.
happening, if you catch yourself getting irritated constantly, it's time to get medical attention, because you're going to end up with, and hypoadrenal stress is very hard to fix once it happens. In conventional medicine, they can't fix it. Only in yoga it can be fixed properly. There's no other way to fix it.
So I
So
have heard you saying that actually science doesn't heal anything. So can you just before we go deep into our session, kindly enlighten, because we set a context with that.
so here's the thing: you can know all the science in the world, but unless you know how to apply it, you can't heal anything, right? I also use science. But when I make a blood chemistry analysis, it's very different from what the doctors do, because they're not trained for it. I did a special course on how to read blood chemistry analysis. Then I learned how to apply all these numbers. If you go to ThyroCare or something and you do a lab test, they have packages. So you do one of those packages, you get a lot of words you've never heard before. And
Exactly.
sometimes even the doctors don't know what it is. If you ask them, what is the function of LPA2, then they're like, I don't know, because how can they remember so much, right? So that's why the people just can scan through the report looking for key stuff, whether they have infection or not. And there's some simple stuff they can read. But when we get
Right.
into the details, we start understanding it like a story. So you have to take science and you have to mix it with your humanness, which
Okay.
is your ability to see everything as a story. That's what makes us human. Because even if we see a cloud, we make a story around it. Oh, this looks like an elephant, this looks like that, you know. So we are like story making machines. And if you link it to your life story, then only the person is going to get cured. If they don't understand why they got that way, then they have to identify the behaviors. Oh, this started like this. I was irritated with this employee, and the reason is this feeling started long back. And then they'll realize when they started burning out, because nobody starts business with low enthusiasm. I don't know anybody who says, "Oh, let me start a business." No, they're like, "I'll do
No.
this, I'll do that," and then suddenly everything is burnt out within 1 year. The stresses of the business have taken its toll, and even family life, relationship, everything has been spoiled by this
Okay.
effect. I was a victim of it, and my father was a victim of it. So I've seen this up close. This is a very serious matter.
Yeah, I can relate to it, because sometimes people are successful but they are not humble, they are not pleasant, they are not like in a human being to talk to listen to. Forget about listening, talking to them and they will listen, but they have money, they
Grumpy.
have they have like an externally good health, but talking to them is a pain, and they're
Yeah,
always
yeah.
irritated, they'll be shouting, and I don't know how they behave with their family members, but they are not people to go work with, and so that is a unhealthy mental state, I feel and at the same time we have seen people who are so composed, so balanced, and they are always pleasant, they're always in in a good, you get a positive energy from them, I think, because of this, right? So there is a
True.
good correlation between these two. Great,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
So it does it come from it starts with mental thing or it starts with physical?
Always starts with the mental thing, because our thoughts are out of control. In yoga, we
Okay,
say that thoughts are controlled by our karmas. So
okay.
when we say karma, it sounds like a very vague thing, but in yoga, it's well defined, isn't it? Karma
Yes.
is like your automatic neurological patterns are called karma. How they
Okay.
come is they come from various sources. Some we get it from our ancestors. Every animal has a safety library. Like lizard knows when to run. It's got a reference. So it's always
Right, right,
referring this safety library and says, okay, this situation matches emergency, run.
right. Yeah,
It won't run till the last moment. When it switches on, you can see it, no? Lizard,
yeah,
cockroach, everything has it. They've inherited that safety library from their ancestors. They don't know about human beings. They might be seeing a human being for the first time, but still they'll take precautions when you come near. So
yes.
the reason for that is they've inherited from the ancestors. Human beings will catch your tail and they'll smash your head. So that information is there inside, right? So
Yes,
that's
yes, yes.
why we start responding. Now, are all human beings going to catch your tail and smash your head? No. So that
Okay.
discrimination comes from the higher parts of the brain. Our lower
Okay.
part of the brain is identical with a lizard. In fact, it's called the reptilian brain.
Right,
The
right, right.
second part of the brain is the limbic system, and that we share with all mammals. That's the ability to feel emotions and feel empathy.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the third level of the brain is the one where you can actually choose your actions. You have control to inhibit certain urges, and you have control to overcome certain resistances in your brain. That has to be from the higher parts of the brain. Now, guess what? The higher part of the brain is energy expensive because it is higher. It has a greater processing power. So, just like our devices, we have a battery saver mode. I was
Yeah.
laughing when you said that because that analogy is perfect. And the reason why it's perfect is because all machines are based on us only. So
Yeah,
by
correct.
observing us, we have made all the machines. So then, we go into a saving mode. Our whole evolution has evolved. We must save energy. We should not waste it because we don't know what next emergency is going to come. We have to keep abundance of energy. Naturally, every animal is energetic. Have you seen? Only
Yes,
the
yes.
ones that live with humans, they start turning
Lethargy.
like they become like us because they're following our routine and are listening, feeding off our energy. So
So they're induced with our lethargy, our patterns, and all this stuff.